Hello and welcome back to the Living Vivaciously podcast. I'm your host, Marina Girgis, and today I want to talk to you about the one thing that most entrepreneurs miss when they're building their business. And I'm going to tell you right away, it is building your personal brand, leveraging the power of who you are. So today I want to tell you about what is a personal brand, why you need it, how it can actually help you scale beyond your current businesses and offerings. I'm going to give you examples of things I've experienced with personal branding that made companies millions of dollars, and also give you practical ways of how to start building your personal brand today. So keep listening to this episode if you want to learn how to do that. So let's get into it. So what is a personal brand? I mean, everyone's talking about a personal brand, building a personal brand. It's all the rage right now on social media. It's as if people just woke up and thought, we have a personal brand. You have a personal brand, whether you know it or you don't know it. Your personal brand is how you carry yourself into this world, how people see you, what your friends say about you. And even when your friends think, oh, that's such a so-and-so thing, or they send you a message and say, hey, I thought of you when I saw this thing, or that color reminds me of you, that is your personal brand. The things that people associate with who you are, your vibe, your essence, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the lipstick color that you choose to wear, how you do your hair, all that is part of your personal brand. The thing that people miss is that they don't focus on the person behind the brand, and they try to build a persona around their brand versus going in and seeing, like, who am I and what am I about and how can I share that with the world? Right now, with the social media environment that we're in, there's millions and millions of people on social media every day building brands and building businesses. Why people would go with a certain brand is their association with the founder, their likeness and connection with the person who built the brand, especially so important if you're a service provider, to have that in your back pocket, to be the face of your brand and to connect with your audience on that personal level. So a personal brand is how you share with the world who you are, your quirks, your essence, your personality, your passions, your worldviews, and your professional background and what you can help people with, your journey and your beliefs as well. So this creates this deeper connection with your audience and your network, whether that's in real life or online. So you're going to need that even in real life. And we are moving into a space where doing things in person is so important now. And I can't tell you the importance of building your network in real life, especially right now, especially with how we're moving into the IRL event space and experiential brand that we're seeing now. Everyone's hosting retreat and they're creating in real life events and workshops. So it's so important for how you carry yourself when you walk into a room. And knowing that comes from doing inner work. And that's why I always say personal branding is so personal. It is about you. It's all about you. It's all about the human behind the brand. So think of personal branding as how you package and sell you. I know it sounds weird, but you, instead of selling and packaging your business and offers. So people are buying into you instead of buying into your offers and business. And why is that important in growing and scaling your business? It's because let's say today you want to pivot your business and what you're selling and what you're offering. You've had an aha moment and you're like, you know what? I don't want to be a business coach anymore. I want to teach people how to, get in touch with their emotions and feelings and body through embodiment, for example. And you want to do that. And you can easily pivot if people are actually in love with you as a person, not just your offers and what you can do to help them. So that's kind of like my controversial opinion here, is that people don't need to just get solutions from you, or like people are not just concerned with how you can help them, is how you can elevate them into a vision for who they can become. And you can do that by sharing more about you and the beliefs that you have. I want to give you an example of a brand that I used to work for. I used to work at Estee Lauder for Bobbi Brown for the longest time, and I was one of their top seller and brand ambassador and educator. So I would go to events and I would help women understand how to use the products. And then I would sell them a shit ton of products. I would, on average, sell $500 to each individual woman. That was my average sales per person. That's a lot of money in makeup. You can just imagine. And these women would come in looking for an eyeliner, for example. I sold them on the philosophy of Bobbi Brown herself. And mind you, I mean, the business was called after her, Bobbi Brown, because she started this brand ages ago. And right now it's not owned by Bobbi Brown anymore. But people would come in knowing that this is the kind of woman that they aspire to be. Bobbi Brown is this very naturally radiant, beautiful. She's also an older woman, but she embraces that in her marketing and she embraces that in herself. She's like, as an older woman, you don't need to be wearing purple lipstick to be trendy. And the way she does makeup is all about, enhancing the natural beauty of people. And people loved her philosophy and her approach to makeup. And when a woman would sit in my chair and I would explain to her this, I mean, most women came in knowing who Bobbi Brown is, and they actually thought that, that she's the person behind the brand, but it was already sold to Estee Lauder by that time. But they would buy into it. They would tell me, Marina, we love Bobbi Brown. We love what she stands for and what she believes in. Oh my God, she's an incredible woman. Can you imagine? One woman created this very successful, wildly successful brand around her name and her philosophy and her approach to beauty. And when these women would come and buy the products, they were buying into Bobbi Brown. They were buying into her ideas of what beauty is because they resonated with that. While other brands came out and they were selling to a younger crowd, or they were just, going with what's trendy, Bobbi Brown was standing firm in her ground, and she had core products that delivered a core message. So I want you to think about, what is that in your brand right now? What can you really stand behind, and what's your teaching philosophy or your philosophy on life and how people, need to do certain things that relate to what you teach them? So I want to share that building a personal brand is really sexy. And building a personal brand will bring you major opportunities. But I want you to know that you won't be building your personal brand today and getting an ROI tomorrow. Building a personal brand is a long haul game. You're in it to win it, long term, not just today. It is immunity to your business. It allows you to almost pivot-proof your business by creating something that people are connected to the person versus connected to your offers and services. So with the example of Bobbi Brown, she actually ended up creating a new brand. I think it's called Jones Road. And people still went to that brand, even though it was not named after her, because she couldn't legally do that, because Estee Lauder had bought her brand, which was with her name. Lesson learned, people. You don't want to sell something that's named after you. That's why my business is not Marina Girgis. It's Living Vivaciously officially. But people know me as Marina Girgis, and I'm the face of my brand. So you can do that. But people are still buying into her brand because her philosophy is still the same. So if you check out Jones Road, she still has a line of products that is all about natural, radiant beauty for women of all ages, but especially mature women. So she's not buying into the trends. She still has that core philosophy, and people are still buying into her. So that's why I'm saying building a personal brand is the long-term game. It gives you that immunity. So I want to share with you how to start leveraging and building your personal brand today. There are 4 P's. The first P is your profession. We all do this so easily because it's your background, your expertise. What are you good at? What do you sell to people? The second P is your perspective. What do you think differently about? What is your worldview? The third P is your passion. What are you actually passionate about? What is your purpose? What is the reason that you have for being and existing? This could also be your own personal passion. And the final P is your personality, because you got to bring in the vibes, and the vibes are created through your personality, your quirks, how you talk to people. So think about that. Think about just the natural way that you talk. and bring that into your copy. That's how you create personality in your personal brand online. So you want to get the vibes right with your personal branding. And by vibes, I mean that includes your aesthetics, the way you look, the way you dress, your photo shoots. That's so important. Creating vibey brand photo shoots. I mean, wow, like this could really exponentially change the way people perceive your brand. And if it's done in a way that actually reflects who you are in real life, it's even so much easier to show up online and build brand recognition. You also bring in the vibes with the words that you use, your copy. The more it is, the closer it is to your natural way of communicating, the more authentic it will come across and the easier it is for you to upkeep. And it also creates this connection between who you are in real life and who you are online. So I want you to also start talking. To leverage that personal brand and start building it today, you need to be talking about your journey and your story. Who are you? How did you get to where you are today? And why you're doing the work that you're doing? I often talk about my corporate experience and living in New York and how that led me to this freedom lifestyle that I believe in, and how I build a business around myself, around my core values, and how I prioritize freedom and align my business to this lifestyle. So you want to bring in elements of your lifestyle, how you do day in, day out, like the behind the scenes of running a business, the things you believe in. Your journey and story are so important in building a powerful personal brand. So with that being said, I wanted to share with you a new offer that I just released. And this offer allows you to have fun this summer, because I know I will. I'm heading to Greece soon, and I wanted to offer you a summer exclusive offer, limited spots for a few people, because I do want to have fun myself. And I don't want you to be glued to your laptop, getting on Zoom calls, adding extra like work to your calendar when we all just want to have fun. So this offer is called Coach on Speed Dial. So basically you get to have me as your support, as your guide to help you build your personal brand, rebrand if that's the goal, work on your new offers for the fall, relaunch your brand, all things to do with your branding, your business, and to help you really like leverage the power of you and package all of that in a very powerful brand. And if that's been your goal and you have a new offer that you've been wanting to launch, or you've been wanting to do a rebrand, then you can get to text me for a whole month. You get to text me, voice message me on WhatsApp. So I will be your go-to guide, and it's just a monthly package and it's pretty affordable. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to leave the link in the description below, so you could work with me in that low effort type of way and basically get access to me at any time when you need it. Especially, I know it's hard in moments where you're like, I am done, I don't want to do this anymore, or you want to give up on your business. I know we've all been there. I've personally loved getting that kind of support from my coach, just to be able to text her and be like, I'm done launching this retreat, please help me. And she'll like basically, talk me off the ledge. So that's what I want to be for you, and in an accessible, easy, and fun way over the summer. This will just be available from May to August. So if you want to get in and book your month support with me as your coach on Speed Dial, check out the link below. There are options to also upgrade to one-on-one Zoom calls with me if you're interested in working with me in that way as well. I'm so happy to support you on this journey with all my free resources that you can access on my website. So check it out. And of course, all the episodes of this podcast. And if you love this podcast, please make sure you write a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps us a lot. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.